An essential service for so many people, right? When their vehicle is not an option. I want to bring in KSHB 41 reporter Lily O'Shea Becker. She joins us live now. I know you covered stories with Alphapointe before. It's a nonprofit that employs many of those who are blind or visually impaired. Tell us what you learned.
Yeah, Kevin, I mean, my stories previously with Alphapointe weren't even about RideKC or KCATA, but it would just come up naturally in conversation how important those services are for their employees. Today I got to talk with them about that and about their concerns.
I'm going to interview you, and I really just want to hear your story.
Cameron Black was born blind. In his content specialist role at nonprofit Alphapointe, he tells the stories of his colleagues. From Cameron's role to production, Alphapointe employs 80 blind and visually impaired Kansas Cityans.
I really love telling the stories of other blind and visually impaired people who are doing amazing things and are overcoming incredible obstacles just to live normal lives.
Obstacles like transportation. About 78% of Alphapointe's blind and visually impaired employees rely on KCATA services to get to and from work.
It's not a convenience for us. It's crucial. We have to have it.
Paratransit is a service for those who are disabled and can't access fixed public transit routes. It's an ADA requirement for transit entities like KCATA to provide these services close to their routes. Here in Kansas City, it's called RideKC Freedom, and it picks up Cameron from his house and drops him off at work. Potential cuts could impact KCATA paratransit services, which served over 20,000 passengers in July.
And without having a program like RideKC Freedom to bring us to Alphapointe, we wouldn't, simply put, we wouldn't be able to lead the independent, productive lives that we lead.
On Monday, the president and CEO of Alphapointe sent this letter of concern about potential cuts to city officials and KCATA. He said he believes officials will find a solution, but it's the prolonged negotiations causing his employees to worry.
So long as that uncertainty exists, it represents a worry in the minds of our employees and a fear that they have.
So, Lily, did the letter receive any responses?
Yeah, the president and CEO of Alphapointe said that city council members reached out and agreed that these services are vital and they're working toward a solution. And I actually met with Mayor Quentin Lucas this afternoon, and he said it's been tough bargaining, but that there will be a resolution. A contract just needs to be agreed to and signed.
Lily O'Shea Becker, thank you so much. You know, we also heard from KCATA president last week after the meeting about why these talks are happening right now. Let's listen in.
Too often in the past, our contracts have not been probably the best for the KCATA. So we think with the new city manager and new staff and new board members, we can create a contract situation that will provide not only long-term better future for the KCATA, but also potentially better service for our riders. So trust me, we don't want to end service. So we are doing the best we can with the timeline we have.